And we're not quite live. We're still waiting for them to get on their teams, but map 1 will be Suburbia Dom, typed in the chat. SDBD will be on Ghosts, and Ice will be on Phantoms. So now I can go quick. I'm pretty sure everyone's on. We're just waiting, like I said, for these teams to switch. They're slow AF because they've been slow as fuck this entire time. Pardon my French. We're just waiting. Oh my gosh. The Thug Shaker? I'm not quite sure what that is. Can this Van guy switch teams? There we go. I'm a bird? No. Slow A. Slow A. Anyways, yep. First map is going to be Sub-Dom. We are getting into this shortly. And as in shortly, it's right now. So, let's see. So, I will say for today, there's a little bit of a bug with the kill feed. But we're going to get through it. Okay. I'm going to try my best to follow the game without the kill feed. And we're off. It looks like two Phantoms got a pretty unlucky spawn. It's only going to be Ricola on this right side. Van and KSP, they take out Build on this right side. They were able to get the cap in the meantime. Paradigm taking out Epic. He's going to push that midpoint, but Remster with a double kill onto these two pushing on the left side. In the meantime, Snacks and Wally both got the C point. They're going to push in. Epic takes down somebody on the mid shed. Looks like Nick and Nokia hopping on this midpoint. KSB unaware. He spots Nokia out. Isn't quite able to get the kills. Whips out the secondary. Quickly traded by Remster. And Snacks moves over towards B. And it looks like for the meantime, there's nobody to stop a B cap if Ghost were to go for it. But so far, Wally is just staying here. Van hops on middle A. Nokia is swiftly taken out. Remster takes out Wally on the double push, and Snacks and KSP are going to try and go for that double push once again. Build going for the cover, is going to get double peek, takes out one. KSP able to get out another, but Build trades out and gets his double kill. Wally at red tramp, spots two at blue tramp. The Ghosts haven't really done a good job of pushing for control, and Build able to stay alive at mid shed. Nokia pushing up on that hedge. Spots out Van, and Van's going to get taken out by Nick and Nokia, both on 1 HP. Paradigm all alone at red tramp. Knows Nokia is close, but is getting pinched from mid tank and close hedge, but takes him out. Wally pushing onto their balcony as well, so good map control taken. Paradigm staying alive, gets a double kill onto the guy top mid. He's joined with Snacks. But Remster is pushing up on this right side, and Snacks needs to be careful not to get caught off guard. But in the meantime, Van gets a kill, gets a cap. He gets traded in the meantime, but Snacks able to hold it down. Spots out Build, hopping onto the point with Ricola in tow. A double cap going in, but stopped by Wally and Paradigm. And beautiful crossfire there. Looks like Van and Wally are going to try and go for this push on the right side. Nokia spotted out, peeked by Van and taken out. But Remster's on the middle point and not spotted. Paradigm has the chance to stop the cap and stops it in just in time. Van on this right side, spots out Build, mid shed. Snacks and KSP pushing out mid towards the blue tramp. Snacks taken out. KSP still unlimited point. Takes out Nokia. And it looks like Wally's going to make his way over to B. He spots Remster out, but Remster able to pick up that kill. Van here trying to get the trade. Does spam Remster out. Epic still on that right side, trying to go for the kill on Van. Not quite spotted. Nokia in this top mid blue has oversight towards C. The Paradigm, as we can see, is just being a full rat. And that's kind of what you need to do on Dom. If you lose your main point, then it's going to be a hard time for you. Wally versus Epic in this 1v1. Both pushing on a B. Wally picks it up. Recola going to try and stop this cap. He's going to be unable to. And this is going to be a triple cap for the Ghost side. KSP takes out one. Knocks Build to low HP. Wally pushing through the spawns. Flanks out Build as well. Takes him out. Remster over here at Tramp. Taken out by Van. And Wally is just wrecking havoc on this truck. He's half HP, but he is causing such a nuisance, completely blocking out Phantoms from pushing for B control. And a nice little crossfire setup with Bam. Van takes out Nokia in their spawn. Epic trying to push on this right side. Remster actually takes the fight versus Paradigm on the head glitch and just takes him out. Snacks second floor. Only guy defending C. Nokia going to push out. That guy is going to get taken out. Remster and Build both hopping on A in the meantime, and they're going to get a double cap just like that. So the tides have shifted just as quickly as they turned before. Recola going to hop on B, and this could just be a triple cap for Phantoms, unless Paradigm and Van peek out, but they are unable to, and all control is lost for Ghosts. Looks like Recola and Remster going to try and push this B point. Wally takes down one. He spots Remster, but Remster able to pick up that kill. Van and Paradigm pushing towards Tramp. Remster spotted out, does take out Van. Paradigm with the swift trade. Nick pushing up on this right side is hurt, but does he get the kill? Yes, he does. Paradigm taken out. And 3 stuck here towards Red Tramp. It looks like KSP and Snack's gonna move over towards C. Epic on half HP. Gonna try and defend this site. Epic tagged down to 1 HP. Hops down through the back. KSP with the quick trade. Wally gonna try and hop onto this A point. Remster knows though. Remster hops onto the point. Is able to pick it up. But Van and Paradigm both going for this B cap. Recola stops it. Nice little double piece from him. 2-piece, excuse me. Nokia, defending on this left side, is going to push out, spells out Wally, takes him out. KSP not quite able to trade. Nokia takes him out, and Nokia picks up a nice little triple kill. So, this game has been pretty back and forth. We've had 2 different triple caps already with only 4 minutes on the clock. But right now, Phantoms do have the lead with roughly 5 minutes remaining. Build in the top mid position is a powerful spot, but KSP spams him out with the tar, and Van might go for this timing to try and go for this cap. Does spot Nokia out, is able to pick it up, but Build with a nice kill, or nice spawn, excuse me. Doesn't quite know Van is here. Van whips out the secondary, is going to get taken out though. Snack's going to try and push for this middle point. Excuse me, he peeks out, he gets 2, takes out Build and 1 at Blue Tramp. And it looks like Epic and Recola are at the back here. It seems like if Phantoms are going to have like this control, they need to try and push more towards A if you're on Ghost. It looks like Paradigm's trying to go for that. Build takes him out with the Honey Badger, excuse me. I haven't seen Nick use that, so interesting to see that. One guy peeks out mid shed, is taken out. It's like Nick and Remster here. Nick spots out Paradigm. They exchange a few shots, but not quite able to get the kill on either side. Both knocked down low. Nick eventually picks up that kill. And KSP's going to push out mid. Does spot out 1. Knows Nick's on 1 HP. Does take him out as well. Van and KSP and Snacks might as well hop on A. Van, they try and nade A. Not quite able to get it. Van, the only one on cap right now. Risky strat, but it's going to work out. They do get the cap in the meantime. Tayoki's is taken out. He's the sole defender of the B site. Paradigm is flanking in, but Nokia spotted. Nokia tries to peek out, and they do eventually trade. He does take him off the cap. Ghost not quite able to get the triple cap, but still the double cap. But Nick is hopping onto this A point, is swiftly spotted and taken out. And KSP just being a nuisance at their balcony right now. Nokia at the boxes is able to get that kill eventually. Paradigm and Wally double up, and they are going to hop on a B, but Nick is able to stop that B cap at the meantime. Kayakis and Remster pushing towards Blue Tramp. Van, the sole defender of C at this mid shed, is actually going to rotate towards top mid. And KSP bottom looks like mid shed right now. He is just sitting there. Fair enough. Oh, that's me lagging actually. No wonder. Nick actually gonna get this cap on the A. I don't think... Oh, Van does get it. Nice little double piece from him. Snacks spams out 1 at their greenhouse house. Recola pushing on the right is double peeked by Wally and Paradigm, and Wally's going to go for the push off that. Tayoki's just on half HP on the top of this greenhouse house. It does peek out and does get that trade. Snacks are not quite able to trade. Paradigm know this guy's low. Does eventually get it. Recola, the sole defender of B, actually joined with Nokia for the meantime. Recola peeks out, does take out 1, is traded by Wally. Nokia moves closer to the right side to defend B, but Wally's the sole defender of this hedge, and he is taken out from Blue Tramp, and Nokia is able to get this bow control for free. If we look at the left side, though, it looks like Ghosts are mainly going for defense of this C point. Wally does get it. And Nokia hops onto A. This position is unknown, except Paradigm spams him out, so... Good comms from the Ghosts there, but Taioki's on C. They're going to have to stop this. Taioki's takes out one, and it hit the good cover from Remster. Does mean Taioki's gets that double cap. Paradigm going to try and push. Nokia spotted him. He is taken out. Van with a swift trade. Taioki's another one. He's providing real value by being here on the top C point. Snack's going to try and go for this 1v1 versus Taioki's. And it looks like in the meantime, Nick and Ricola and Nokia are all going to get this A cap. Taioki's staying alive, does peek out, actually takes out Snaxus. So another triple cap once again as we look towards the score. About halfway through, the game is basically even. Build is going to peek out with Nokia, takes on both. Build going to move towards this red tramp, is spotted. Bounty not quite able to pick up the kill. Van spotted as well, does take Nick out. And Nokia, the sole defender of B once again, and it looks like Phantoms are just able to maintain this triple cap. It doesn't look like Ghosts are going for anything coordinated. Bounty not quite able to get the trade on the... Oh, I guess he did get the trade on Taioki. Never mind. I don't even know where he came from. Okay. Ricola defending C now. Spotted out by Bounty. And Bounty doesn't pick up the kill, so... Just like I said, the game was tied like a minute ago. It's now a 70-point lead. 80-point lead for the Phantoms, so... If Ghosts are gonna win this game, they need to get some caps pretty quickly. But so far, it's been the story of Phantoms able to hold this control here. Ricola eventually taken out, so some map control gain, and it looks like they're eventually gonna get the C cap, so... That's not quite gonna be enough. They're going to need a triple cap of their own if they're going to come back into this game. Build pushing up all the way to their tramp boxes. Some insane bout control with Ricola joining him. Van pushes solo. Nick here waiting for him. Van does peek out. Ricola taken out. Build being joined by Nokia in the meantime. And Bounty has control of their balcony as well. So some good kills. Nokia at this right side hedge. Does dance around. Ricola pushing on that right side. Does pick up two. Nokia traded from balcony by Bounty. Nick top mid. Spotted by Bounty. Bounty does take him out. Remster spots out Bounty. Does eventually get the trade. Wally gonna hop onto this A point, but picked up by Remster. Good cover from KSP though. And Wally should get this A cap. So a nice little recovery, but down 100 points with 5 minutes remaining. Paradigm was going for that capture on the B, excuse me, but Remster able to get two. Bounty with the swift trade, but look, there's three defending here for the Phantoms right now. Ricola gonna push onto this left side. KSP actually taken out. And Ricola's gonna move over to this left hedge. Is spotted by Paradigm over at red tramp. Remster top mid, providing pressure, is hopping onto A, spammed out. And it looks like Taioki's and Ricola going for the C point once again. KSP and Wally double up to take the two pushers out. As Nick hops onto A, taken out by Van at the barrels. A nice nade from Remster, though. Paradigm looking out. KSP with a nice nade. Does spot out Ricola on the right. Taioki's close right tramp as well. It looks like Build, Nokia, and Taioki's all hopping on A. Paradigm, the only line of defense. He's taken out. Bounty hops onto A, though. Gonna try and get a quick recap. Nick over at the red tramp. It looks like Remster was able to just stop Bounty on the cap. Wally, once again, holding balcony for his team. And if we look at the scoreboard, it's actually not an insane game by Build, but Remster's really picking up the slack. On the other side, Paradigm and KSP really showing up. A nice nade onto A, takes out the capper. Bounty solo on this A cap, spammed out by Build, so good control from him. And yeah, with 3 minutes remaining, Ghosts are actually going to need a triple cap. A nice nade from Remster again, stop Paradigm from capping inside the hill. Bounty gonna hop on this point solo. Once again, not enough double caps coming in for Ghosts, I think. They aren't really playing together on these points, but good control to get A eventually. 80-point gap, 3 minutes remaining. Build pushing on this left hedge. And Van eventually spammed out from balcony by Build, and Build and Nokia are looking to converge onto A. Nick eventually taken out. Nokia pushing up, and it looks like 2 gonna hop towards A. Remster on is spammed out by Paradigm once again. Paradigm has been huge on these spams to stop the hill point, but when he's died, we've seen trouble with Ghosts and their ability to actually keep that point. KSP takes out 1, trying to push up on the hedge. Ricola 1 HP is spammed out. Taioki's going top mid. Bounty just on 1 HP near the boxes. Takes out Taioki's as well. Some good positioning here from Ghost. If they hold this down, they might just pick up this win. It's 70 points remaining, 3 minutes left. Phantoms are just going into turtle mode, trying to hold this B point, but they're actually trying to push. Nick actually takes out Bounty, top mid, Ricola with a swift trade. He drops down towards mid jet. Taioki's pushing blue jump as well. Paradigm spots him out. Paradigm kills him. Nice tracking from him. A nade comes in. Doesn't quite get him. Remster hops out. Blue Tramp is taken out. Paradigm was taken out, but Bounty with a swift trade. KSP pushing on this right side. Taioki's is over here. Joined by Remster. Built top mid. Trades with Bounty. And Phantoms are still holding this. There are 2 minutes left. It's only a 50-point gap now. If Ghosts continue to hold this position, they might just pick up this game. Remster 1 HP towards Blue Tramp. Nokia solo pushing on this right side. No, neither him nor Paradigm quite able to get that kill. Paradigm, the only defender of Tramp right now. He knows Nokia is over here. He has to play careful. Does pre-fire him swiftly, and what a take by Ghosts on this Blue Tramp. 40 points the difference. 2 minutes remaining. Remster pushing on this right side towards the hedge. KSP gonna be caught unaware. Never mind. He turns and kills him. Build on the point. A double from KSP stops the A cap. Nokia and Ricola moving over. Ricola back at the point. He's half HP. KSP picks him up again. A nade coming in. Not quite on the mark. The second one hits. Wally at midshed does take out 2. Van on this hedge. Wally midshed is taken out eventually. 30 points. A minute remaining. Anybody's game. Ricola here, on B, moving towards midshed, is gonna try and get onto A. Wally covering, and this guy is taken out by a nice double peek. See, it's 20 points the difference. I think Ghosts win this if they just hold. If they overextend too much, Bounty does push out mid, actually takes out Remster. There's no tramp control now. Build is spammed out. Ricola's pushing on this left side. They don't know about it. He takes out 1. Van with a quick trade. Nokia pushing up. Hopping on A! Hopping on A! He needs to cap this! He needs to cap this! And KSP can't get it! That might be game! 40 seconds. They need this recap. Remster and Build both have control. Remster at red tramp. Build on the H. Does take out 1. Remster spammed out trying to go top mid. Build on solo on the point right now. He's draining like it's Koth. He knows how to play around this pull. He is spammed out eventually by Bounty. Ricola flanked out balcony. Does take out 2. And they either need to push B or they need to push A. Paradigm hopping on this middle hill. Does take the fight against Ricola. Is taken out. Taioki's on this right side. 17 seconds. They are going to get this A cap. Wally and KSP going to run for B. 20 seconds. Oh, they're not going to get the A cap. Build actually stopped it. Nokia flanking out B. They do take him out. They're going to hop on. I don't think this is enough. Even with both caps. That's game. Wow. Ooh-wee. Map 1 goes the way of ice. Alright. We will be heading to a 2-minute intermission. And then we will be starting map 2. Alright, we are moving into map 2. It's going to be Desert Koth, which has not been played this event so far. As you can see, Koth is a little different than the desert you might know. It actually spawns at castles, so it's going to be interesting. This match gets underway. We're kicking it off. It looks like Ghosts are going to be able to get this quick cap. Ricola's solo on the point. No nades flying in just yet. KSP was maybe going for a nade, but Ghosts are going to get this quick cap. Remster top castle is taken out. Ricola at these close stairs is spotted by Snaxus. Ricola on just a quarter HP, spotted out by KSP. Not quite spammed out just yet. He is retreating towards the couches as soon as possible. Jafin jumping up on these boxes at the arches is eventually going to get taken out by Snaxus, but Ricola once again at these stairs is going to take out the mid approach. Remster pushed out trying to take the mini. And Ricola is sitting under TeamSpeak, moving towards back snipers, so they still know he's there, but Van eventually kills him. KSP pushing up is taken down by Remster, defending this little mini position. Wally going to try and push up top. Is getting spammed by Build and Remster, and Jafin going for the quick drain, which the drain is going to be pretty useful for Ghosts. It's their one tool. Looks like so far, it looks like Phantoms are actually successfully breaching castle here. They're not quite going to be able to get this cap because Nick's here, who does take out one. But Snaxus should be living. He is actually going to kill Nick, so if his team can come over, they can actually get this cap. KSP joining Snaxus shortly, but Remster and Ricola are there to reinforce. Snax and KSP hopping on together. This is good communication. They do eventually get this cap, but Ricola is on the point. A nade is not coming in. Ricola does make it out with his life just barely. Nope, he does get spammed out by Van. Jafin solo, gonna peek out. Is spotted, taken out. So Phantoms have taken castle control once again, and as I keep saying it, you know, Phantoms are probably favored when they do have castle because of these sightlines into the ghost spawn. But it all depends on if they can actually hold this fortress. Wally is actually very good at holding castle. It's probably when he plays around like this position, it's like impossible to kill him most of the time, so what am I getting? Yeah. Anyways, KSP here at castle, defending with Snax. They spot two pushing up. A nice double peek, but Build and Epic left on half HP, joined by Jafin. Ricola making his way over. Ricola spammed out. Two pushing towards couches. Van has to be careful. He does get spammed out. KSP spots Epic and Jafin. KSP peeked out by Epic. Does take him out though. Jafin on half HP is traded out by Snaxus, so good kills coming in from Phantoms. Ricola spotted going under TeamSpeak. He's making his way towards castle now. Van pushing up mini. Does spot Build, not quite able to get him. Jafin spotted though, a nice nade. KSP Build, 1v1 and Build gets it. The nade not quite hitting, and he stays alive. He gets the cap for Ghost once again with this game tied. Snaxus is able to take out Build. Remster gonna try and be here to stop the cap, and he does get it. Remster left on 1 HP, and Phantoms aren't really stacking towards castle like they should be. You see, Wally's over at Siren. Does he know where the hill is? There's a big H on his screen right now. I'm kind of confused what they're trying to do. This isn't Dom where this is like a viable strategy for Phantoms. You kind of just need to stack castle. Remster spams out one from the couches, is swiftly traded by Snax. Jafin and Epic near the stairs. Snaxus hops on solo. Jafin is going to try and get this kill. He lives at the couches. Snax is able to pick him up. Epic solo at these stairs. KSP and Snaxus both hop on. Epic gonna go for the window peek. KSP with a nice trade. Ricola taken out on his approach towards castle. Epic here, rogue. He's gonna jump out into the stairs. He's spotted by KSP. A nice spam kill from Epic onto KSP, abusing the fact that KSP likes that position, and Epic able to pick up a double kill. The nade flies in. A nice spam. They're able to stop the cap for the meantime. Ricola hopping on. The nade Not quite hitting. And Ricola is able to get the cap for his team. Ricola jumps out. Is spotted by 2. Wally with a quick trade, but Remster there in return. Paradigm spots Remster on the approach, and Remster is taken out. You see, Ghosts are somehow in the lead. If you look at these kills, it really doesn't seem like it should be, but Ghosts are making it work right now. KSP spots Remster on the point, and this is actually a free cap for Phantoms if they hop on at this particular second. But KSP is going to wait for his team. The nade's not quite landing. Ricola pushing. Does take out that guy Top Mini. KSP all alone by the hill. Remster pushing up close, or Ricola pushing up close, excuse me. KSP takes out 1. Not quite able to get the second. Epic left on 1 HP. Nobody on Phantoms able to return the favor. A nade coming in, not quite hitting the mark. Remster towards back snipers. Epic spammed out bottom castle. Remster is snipers right now. He is going to be heard by Snaxus. And KSP does take out Remster. Ricola taken out as well. Van sitting at this top midi position. Takes out Epic. Jafin here as well. Taken out by KSP. And it looks like KSP and Snacks are going to approach this position. Van's going to try and hold his position inside Rogue. But Build on tap Castle is going to get the peek onto KSP here. A nice little double peek. Build picks up 2. Van able to get another. He's going to push forward. But he is going to be spotted in the back. Never mind. He gets a flank out of Build. But Build still gets it. Good plays from Build right now to maintain this castle control. Does spot out 1, takes him out. Ricola also spotted out. Jafin hopping onto this, or able to defend this point, and KSP with the pistol takes him out. The nade from Build. Oh, leaves KSP on 1 HP. And Van is able to get top Rogue again. He just takes out another. Where's Wally pushing? Okay. I think he's going the wrong way, but if he wants to go over there, then so. Remster at couches. Snacks is all alone defending castle against 3. Jafin spotted out. Snacks takes out 1. Jafin pushing underneath him is taken out. Ricola here's one behind him. Snacks just needs to live. Ricola spams him out. He's going to hop onto the castle point again. Is a nade coming in? Not quite in time. No! It just gets him! At the last possible second. They stop the cap. And KSP takes out Remster top Rogue. Build spotted by Van, taken out as well. Jafin on the prowl. Van spots out Ricola. Doesn't quite get him low. Van on 1 HP. Does hear Jafin at the small stairs. And it looks like Build is able to take out Van on the approach. What? Where's that guy going? Ricola bottom castle right now, under the bridge. Is taken out by Snaxus. Nice hold. He's joined by Van. I think KSP was here, but not quite. Snaxus at the stairs. A nade actually takes him out. And there are 3 on this castle point. Build all alone on the cap. Spams out KSP. So Ghosts once again have this castle control. Phantoms were able to take the lead momentarily, but for the time being, oh, it looks like Ghosts were all wiped. Right as I was going for a sip of my water. ASP and Snacks both hopping on. Nick with the nade does not quite hit the mark. 2 push in. Nice double peek. KSP and Snaxus have both been the co-MVPs for Phantom so far. The way they've been able to just lock down castle when they have it has been pretty impressive. Van has also been going for these like individual plays where he peeks up and disrupts the rotation towards castle. Ricola pushing bottom. KSP takes him out. Epic spotted. Takes out Snacks. KSP all alone against 3. Remster flanking him in the back. Remster with a sniper. Actually takes him out. The nade not quite coming in. Wally throws a nade! Oh, not quite hitting the mark. And Wally is eventually taken out Beppis. Epic behind the box. Jafin pushing back snipers is heard by Snaxus. And Jafin pushes in, is taken out. KSP on the approach. Takes down 1. Draining on the point. Nick at couches, spammed out by Van. Only 1 left. Epic all alone. Behind the boxes is eventually triple swarmed. Is taken out. And nade should be coming in. Ricola with a nice spam. Van able to get it though. And just dodges the nade in time. Jafin moving up the stairs. Try and trade out onto Van. He does eventually get him. And they can get this quick recap. KSP throwing a nade. Doesn't quite hit it. No nades hit the mark. And Ghosts are able to get this cap once again. Build spotted on the approach. Paradigm, eyes trained. Van able to get it though. Van spots out Ricola as well. Jafin on the lower bound. Takes one out. And Ricola takes out Van on the approach. Yeah, I feel like Phantoms aren't stacking enough towards Castle, in my opinion. I think that's really the name of the game. I feel like they should be winning, and now look at this drain. This is crazy from Ghosts. You can see, for as long as Phantoms had the hill, they had basically nobody draining. Meanwhile, look how many points Ghosts are gaining by just having a double drain. Remster, Jafin, Build, and Nokia all Castle now. KSP takes down one, Build on 1 HP, takes out KSP on the approach. Snax is moving in towards the under archers, takes down Nokia, Build with his quick trade, Van trades him out. And now Van actually does have the cap, a nade coming in, cooked a little too long, and Remster not quite able to get the spam. Does that nade hit? No, it does not. Van able to live, Remster on the bridge, takes down one. Castle control lost, but the hill is gained for Phantoms. Remster on 1 HP, hops on with Nokia, KSP with the spam! And one kill, and Paradigm, I think, killed one on the approach towards Castle, so they are able to trade, and they do now have this Castle control once again. Wally and KSP holding here, and now Wally's back to where he should be defending this castle position. Like I said, as long as KSP likes to hide on these barrels, but one angle Wally likes to take is he likes to play on this box, or if anyone's jumping up, yep, just like he was there. He is going to peek on the bridge, but a nade actually takes him out, and it looks like Castle's almost taken. Van all alone defending, Epic with a trade. Paradigm not going to be able to spam Epic, who's on 1 HP, but a nade might be coming in. Doesn't quite hit the mark, just hits the concrete barrier. Wally on 1 HP on the approach, Remster on this box, joined with Nick. Snax is going to try and push the bottom arch, spammed out. Paradigm sitting top mini right now. And Remster's going for this drain once again, spammed out by Paradigm, Build behind the box, defending this point. On 1 HP now. KSP all alone at this castle. He's going to try and hold off as many as possible. Isn't quite able to do so. Build takes him out as well. Build is eventually spammed out by Van, but now Ghosts have 3 castle, and there's only 3 minutes left. It's roughly a 40-point difference. It's anyone's game at this point, but Phantoms are going to need this point quickly if they're going to stop this. Wally peeks out, Jafin on the bridge is spammed out, Epic baits his entire team and peeks out the couches as eventually triple peaked, so unlucky play from him. Wally, KSP, and Snax, the 3 we've been talking about holding castle, they've been doing it pretty well. They are able to take out one on the approach. Nokia taken out as well. Van joined, is actually going to take aggressive position into Rogue. Wally spams out Jafin, bottom Rogue. Epic peeks out, 1 HP towards Stylus. Snax's KSP and Wally must stay alive. Paradigm continuing anchored down. He actually has 59 kills right now and a 9 kill streak. And a 4 KD. He has been on fire, just anchoring. He's not been talked about because he hasn't been towards castle, but he's had a lot of damage on the approach, and that's really helped out his castle teammates, so he's had really good play. Phantoms are actually going to take the lead with 2 minutes remaining. They were wiped towards castle, but it's Build all alone in the approach, just half HP at the couches, spammed out by Paradigm. And now all hands on deck for Phantoms. No more sitting back and trying to kill them on the cross. It's do or die time. 2 minutes left. They need to hold this point at all costs. Nokia spotted out. Van takes down 1, but a nice nade takes him out. Paradigm spots 2 on the hill. A nade not quite coming in. Snax is on the approach. Taken down. Nokia on 1 HP behind this box on the point. Wally here. Bottom castle point. Spots Pepis. Takes him out. Jafin as Siren. There are 2 holding castle. Build on the reinforcement. Nokia is sitting behind this box still. Remaining. Epic on top of the stairs, flanked by Snaxes, is taken out. Nokia closed boxes, straighted out. Build on top. Jafin, or KSP is going to spot, and and Build jumps out, and takes out KSP. 1 minute remaining. It's about a 3-point difference. This is actually anyone's game. This is a really nice drain, though. Soon, Ghosts are going to make it so Phantoms have to drain if they even get back onto this point. Nokia continuing the drain. Build just anchoring. And this is really not looking good for Phantoms. All they had to do was hold that point. Epic going to flank out KSP. Van with a quick trade. Nokia on 1 HP at the box is spammed out. Jafin and Snax hop on. 45 seconds. They have to drain to win. Do they know that? A nade takes out, I believe that was Paradigm. But they need to drain to win. I don't know if they know that. It's 20 points of difference, though. Snacks is all alone. What the hell? Okay, I'm not even sure how he got there. 20 seconds? Snacks, you need to drain, man. You need to drain. There's 20 seconds left, and it's 10 points. They will technically take the lead here. 13 seconds. Phantom still not taking the lead. Bill pushes in. Remster tries to trade. Snacks trades him out. 2 points! Phantoms have taken the lead with 5 seconds left on the clock. And Phantoms are going to take map 2 in nail-biting fashion. Oh my god. Alright, 2-minute break. And we are back. We're starting map number 2. Let me change the score. Excuse me. Didn't change at all. It's 1-1 now as we move into map 3. This match decides which team makes the grand final. So, big implications here. Whichever team loses here goes to the lower bracket and has to play the winner of J&J versus R&B, which will happen right after this match. So, we will get started. And we are off. First point is actually a double. Phantoms are going to move in. Wally and Van. Remster going to hop on immediately. Van might be able to spot him out. Not quite able to stop it, and Remster is able to get the first cap of the game, but is spammed out eventually by Paradigm. Looks like Wally all alone, going to try and get this cap. He's going to sit behind the pillar, joined by Paradigm. A nice nade coming in, takes out Wally. Paradigm just able to get out of the way. In the meantime, Build spams him out. 4 ghosts on the approach towards the point, and 3 are able to get the cap in the meantime. KSB spots Tayoki's on this approach towards Dragon. Tayoki's taken out. And Nade just misses the mark on a point. Remster with a quick drain, and Build is going to push towards Dragon again. Wally jumping up, does spot out one. Jfin and Dragon able to get the trade onto Wally. Van peeking out. Knows Remster's on the point, spots out Jfin and Dragon as well. And Van is going to retreat while Jfin is taken out. And it looks like Phantoms are already trying to set up police for the next point. Build spots out KSP, but is taken out. Snacks is right behind him. But it looks like the next point is actually on the mid platform. So you would say that this is a point designed for Phantoms. It's really hard for the Ghosts to get onto this point. And it looks like, you know, you just need one person on Phantoms to get up here. You have this barrel to cap with. That's really good cover from mid. It looks like Snaxis is immediately going to hop on. And it's unknown if he was spotted. Remster doesn't know. So Phantoms are gonna get this cap for free, and they're gonna be able to hold this. Snacks is gonna stay up here as long as possible. He's spotted out by Remster at double. Good cover by KSP though, takes him out. Build on the approach towards double their fork. KSP with another, taking out one from Office Red. Build eventually gets a spam onto Snaxus, who was on top of the fork. As Build stays alive, Jafin mid, pushing up. Is spotted out, taken out by Paradigm at the red crate. Remster and Tayoki's here. On left police. Tayoki's and Remster with the double swing. Take out two. Van pushing in, and now it's rotated onto this point. Tayoki's and Ricola going for this cap. Tayoki's trades out, and Tayoki's is going to be able to get this cap, and Ghosts do have the second point. We look at the score, 30 points the difference after roughly 2 minutes. Jafin pushing towards App, spotted out by KSP. He retreats to cover with his teammates. And now Ghosts have a double drain on the hill pointer. Nice nade takes out Ricola. Tayoki's remains, and Build joins him in tow. Van all alone. Jafin pushing towards Apps in their spawn. KSP gonna get caught off guard here. Actually spots Jafin again on the approach. And it looks like they were able to take out Van on the approach. So Phantoms are really locked out of this position now. And it looks like they're going for a 4-man drain. Just a nice nade with takeout 2, and it does. A flurry of frags for Phantoms, but it's 10 seconds, and they're gonna have to rotate towards double. I'm not sure if Phantoms know that, and it looks like Snaxus will. Does eventually take out Remster, and he's going to move in. Snaxus on 1 HP at Dragon. He actually just needs to stay alive as long as possible. He should be riding it out. Does spot out Jafin. Jumps up. Is able to take out Jafin. Not able to land the bullet. Tayoki's mid-crack, or double-crack, excuse me. Remster spotted out by Wally. Remster jumps up. A nice nade takes out 2. Build all alone on the approach. KSP 1 HP out wide fan, and a nade not quite able to take out Build. He's going to be able to get the cap. The spam doesn't come through. Build still on this middle point. Ricola and Build spotted. Wally takes out 1, takes on 2. Jafin on the point draining. Takes out another. Jafin does take out another. And Van peeks. A nice triple kill from Jafin to stop the cap on a 4-streak for him. Paradigm actually going for a nice little flank here. Gonna get spotted out by Tayoki's at mid, but a nice flank. Build takes out 1 though. It takes him out. Build all alone on the point. Joined by Tayoki shortly. And the execution of shot comes out for Nick. Wally and Paradigm pushing in from school. And it looks like this point is going to rotate towards mid. Van already trying to hop up is taken out. A nade comes in. They're able to stop Snacks from pushing onto this mid point. And it looks like Remster is going to try and jump up. Spotted at the mid barrels. Paradigm tries to spam him out. Remster eventually spammed. Van is going to be able to get up on the ladder. But if we can see actually, Build is pushing Apps all the way into the Phantom spawn right now. He's not quite able to stop the cap, but you can tell Van's going to be very confused when he realizes where Build is. Wally's going to get a nice trade kill, though. And KSP staying alive at this white Van is what they need. Phantoms do need to start taking police control so they can get control of this next point, because that's what really screwed them before. It's 100 points the difference, and that's nearly all because of this police point where Ghosts were able to get 4 on the drain at one point. Tayoki's and Nick are going to be able to lock this down once again. A nade comes in, does take out Tayoki's, not quite able getting Built though. Looks like Ricola and Jafin are just spawn trapping Phantoms right now. Jafin all alone at L building. They are able to take, or Jafin able to take out another. He's going to get the flank on the Snacks. And Remster push up all the way Apps, and they have 3 on the drain right now. This is beautiful play from Ghost right now. He just keep draining. It doesn't even matter how low Ricola's damage is. You see how much he's been draining on the point. He's been invaluable for this team, even if he gets dated off. Snacks does take out Tayoki's. Remster and Tayoki's remaining on the drain with Ricola and Nick. 20 seconds left. They need a nade to stop this. They just do. They're not quite getting the spawns. It looks like Wally, Bounty, and Snacks are going to move, are going to pre-rotate towards doubles, excuse me. And it looks like they'll be able to get this cap. Jafin jumping up is going to try and stop, but good map control right now for Phantoms. They're going to need a nice trade. They're down nearly 200 points. Bounty is spammed off the point, actually. Snacks is pushing up, covering for his teammate. That's good, and Wally is going to get the cap, but you see how much Phantoms are down with nearly 8.5 minutes remaining? They need to drain. They just need to. If they don't drain, they're going to lose this game. Bounty able to take that guy out, pushing towards Dragon. Nick pushing up mid, taken out. by, I presume, Paradigm. It looks like Bounty and Wally going for this drain. Jfin pushing up Dragon is spotted by Paradigm. Jfin left on 1 HP. Is going to try and push out. He's just remaining. Bounty jumps up, does spot him, spams him out. Hayuki's pushing up towards the point. Bounty spammed out, down to 1 HP, eventually forced to peek, is taken out. Build and Taiyuki's hopping on this point. Build all alone on the point. Paradigm needs to stop, he does! And they do eventually stop this point. Wally already on the pre-rotate top platform, does over peek and eventually take it out. So, Paradigm's not going to be able to max that point. Instead, Wally kind of overextending. Taiyuki spotted by Van, taken out. And look at this double push from Ghost once again. This is what screwed Phantoms before, was how much space Phantoms were able, or Ghosts were able to take into the spawn. Nick pushes up all the way to Taxi. You can see nobody's even touched the platform point yet. Nobody's even got up the ladder, let alone captured it. It looks like Bounty's eventually going to get on. He is spotted. He is spammed from 3 different positions and is eventually taken out. Snax is pushing up Airport Red, does take out Remster. Taiyuki's all alone on this next point, is naded out by Van, and it looks like nobody's here for Ghost, but it looks like a flurry of spawns from Motel, some nades rain in. Van and Bounty trying to cover, build on 1 HP at Airport Red. Bounty all alone now, spams out one, Remster with a quick trade, and nade comes in, forces Remster off the position. He swings apps, Snaxus peeks him with double peek with Wally. They are taken out. Wally another. A nade comes in on the point. Van gonna hop on. Build all alone. Trying to take the point. Wally and Van with a nice double peek. Paradigm inside office. Providing pressure. Spots out Taiyuki's table. Eventually take it out. Now this is what we needed to see from Phantoms before. They're pre-rotating now. And they're stacking all of the players towards here. They haven't lost that crucial map control. And Van is pushed all the way up at Airport. You would have liked for him to stay alive a little longer. But, you know, that was good map control taken. And now 30 seconds... 40 seconds are burned off this point before Ghosts even get a lick of it. No nade's going to be able to come in to stop this cap, though, but Phantoms might just pre-rotate towards double. And it looks like that's what Wally's going to do. Van is going to intercept. He's actually just going to join him, and Wally's going to push up and take as much map control as he can. Jfin lagging already behind. Does spot out Wally, and Wally is actually taking out Van all alone at this point. Paradigm sitting at the double barrels covering him, and Van is going to go for this cap. Nade's not quite able to land, and Van all alone on this point. He sits double cracks, joined by Bounty. Looks like Snax is going to push on this right side, does spot 3. Build all alone. Build with the Executioner, takes down 1. He's going to peek on the Snax, spams up to the wall with the AN-94. The nade needs to come in. Build solo on the cap. No spams coming in. And Build is able to get it, just in the nick of time. 30 seconds left on this point, too. Bounty jumps up, takes down 1, takes down 2! Left on 1 HP. Ricola tries to spam him out. With the pistol, he finishes him off. And Jfin the Dragon covers in tow. Paradigm alone on the point. Or, excuse me, Paradigm alone covering the point. Ricola and Jfin both on the drain, and Nade needs to come in. Roughly 130 points, 140 points of difference. Ricola on. Jfin spots out 1. Paradigm spends 2 with the pistol. Remster pushing back point. This cap isn't even going to matter, though. It's going to rotate top mid. Wally already on. Not overextending like he did last time. That's good progress from him. And Wally is going to be able to get this cap. Ghost had no idea about it, and Wally's able to stay alive as long as possible. Bill jumping up is taken out. Van covers his teammate, and Wally is going to be able to hop down. But look at this map control that Ghost is taking once again. You see, once Phantoms have this middle point, they just need to focus all towards police. Because you're not going to be able to get a guy onto drain this point. You need to take this police control. You need to take Airport Red control so that you can actually cover this point. Looks like that's what Paradigm's working on. Spots Taiyuki's, hits him low. Paradigm on 1 HP. He's all alone, though. Jfin spammed out at the police crate. Build pushing towards Airport Red. Is spotted. Build is going to peek out Airport Red. Paradigm hits him to half HP, not quite able to get it though. Van pushing out, is able to get the trade eventually. Taiyuki's pushing in, is taken out as well. Ricola all alone on the approach at tables. Has Van to face, and Van wins the fight. Wally joined by Van on this right side. Nick peeking Airport Red. Wally all alone on this cap, now joined by Bounty. A nade not quite coming in to stop, and Wally on 1 HP. Spots out Build. Build able to turn on him though. And Snaxus doesn't quite know about Build. He turns to him now. Build with another Executioner shot! And nobody's even close to stopping this for Phantoms. A nade not coming through, and Ghosts have gotten the cap based off of Build's executioner. He may have just executed their chances at winning this game. Bounty and Van on the approach. They do wipe out Police. Looks like they are going to hop onto this point. A triple cap now. They should try and max this drain as much as possible. Wally on his own is going to try and defend this doubles position. Remster pushing up. Does take him out! Left on 1 HP! And there's 15 seconds left. They have good police control. They need to rotate doubles now. This is insane map control, though. Look how much they have OP control. They even have Motella control. They can pester them on the approach. Paradigm flanked out by Taoki's. Caught unaware, though. And Taoki's gets him. Wally healed up, though. He takes down one. Ricola all alone on this cap. Snacks flanking around. He seems unaware. Is flanked out. Snacks eventually gets it. Snacks is going to hop on it. It looks like Phantoms are going to get this cap. It's less than 100 points of difference. 3 minutes left. This is anybody's game. If Phantoms continue their game plan, continue their map control, if Van just keeps holding this aggressive position along with Snacks is here, if they can hold this map control, Phantoms are going to win. And they're going to go to the grand final. Van does take out Remster too. Look at how strong this OP approach is. Van is, you know, a little blind. Is taken out by Build, but now it's a 50-point difference. 2 minutes left. Ricola pushes on. A nade takes out Taoki's. Build solo on the cap. Another nade comes in. A perfect nade. Takes out Build. Remster pushing up mid. Snacks and Van left on 1 HP. Bounty pushing up Police. Does know Taoki's has that. Police grade. He spams them. Taoki's tries to get it. They trade kill. And Build is going to hop on a mid-platform. They're not going to be able to stop this unless a nade comes in. A nade from Wally. Hits the mark. The cap stopped. Cola on as well. He's fragged out. Remster sitting bottom triple. He's the only thing left between Phantoms and this point. Snacks just takes him out. He's going to hop onto this point. Hops behind the barrel, and Phantoms are going to get this cap. Look at the gap. Oh, he's naded out, though. He's not quite able to get it. Van gets the trade kill onto this guy off his red, and he's going to push towards Airport Red. Ricola pushed up green mid. Is hit down to half HP, but he spams out Snacks. Bounty pushing up Police crate, spots 2 on the approach. Spots his Remster. Taoki's close, swings on him, takes him out. 1 minute remaining, and it goes mid-Police next. Van tries for the cap, is spammed out once again. Paradigm sitting top triple, spammed out by Jafin at red crate. And this looks like it'll be game unless Phantoms can turn things around within a minute and take this map control. They take the first step by taking out Remster. A nice nade takes out Nick. Ricola all alone, joined by Taoki's now, at Police Red. Ricola pushes out. They are going to jump onto this cap. Van with a quick trade. The nade not hitting. Bill jumps up, takes down Van. And now there's nobody here for Phantoms. 40 seconds. They're going to get this cap. I think Ghosts have just won this game with this cap. Bill takes another out. He's just going to keep on pushing towards Phantom Cowards. Takes out another, flanks out Snacks. Snacks eventually able to get it. Taoki's all alone at tables. He's going to jump up, gets the drop onto Snacks. Paradigm with a nice trade, but it's not enough. There's nobody on this point for Phantoms. And we are looking at ICE in the grand finals of PFMM Fall League. I don't even remember the word. The first one. But we have 5 seconds left, and ICE have won. GG. And now we move on to the upper bracket final. We will now be going to a break. Probably 15 minutes. And then we'll be coming back with R&B versus J&J. So see you then.